Hi guys, I'm Trish. One of my friends, Shantell, the same girl who asked me to make the skincare routine video yesterday or the day before, has asked me now to make a makeup tutorial. So I will, but I'm going to warn you, if you're here hoping for fancy makeup tips and contouring and highlighting and I don't know, painted on eyebrows, all the things that those fancy YouTubers do, you're in the wrong place. Go and have a look at one of them. I love having makeup on. I love wearing makeup. That's why I wear it. But I hate the process of putting it on, and I'm not fancy. So, but you know, we're in ISO, and it gives me something to do, gives you something to watch, and Shantell, actually, she said that she watches my videos when she goes to bed at night because she finds my voice very calming. And it's not the first time I've heard that. Lots of people have said that to me about my videos. I've been told that they're like ASMR. I think maybe my voice is maybe just so monotonous that people just can't stand listening to it, and so they fall asleep. Yeah, it's just a weird thing. A weird feedback that I've had over the last however many years, 5 years or whatever it is that I've been making videos. So here is how I do my makeup. Let's call it makeup for idiots because anyone can do this. It's not fancy. Now, hopefully I've got everything here that I need. I'll go through it all. I'll get my foundation on first, and then because I like that to sit in my face for a little bit before I do everything else. And while I'm waiting for my makeup, my foundation to settle in, see, I don't even know what it's called. While I'm waiting for my foundation to settle in, I'll go over all of the products. Otherwise, I'm going to be having to get my glasses on and off through the whole video, and that will drive me insane. So, I did forget something. Give me 1 second. I knew I'd forget something. Hopefully this is the only thing I've forgotten. This is my eye cream that I put on before I start my makeup. And I've already got chapstick on, that's all I've got on. Because I've always got chapstick on. There's not really ever any time that I don't have chapstick on. I forgot to get my mirror. What a dick. I don't even know how I'm going to work this with the mirror. And I do need my mirror because it's magnified and I can't have my glasses on when I'm doing makeup. Actually, this will work. This will work. So you can see this eye cream is very, very greasy. You can see it's very, very shiny on my face. Now, if I just left that, if I didn't put any other makeup on today, it would stay greasy and shiny looking like that all day. But when I put the makeup over it, it's fine. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, I don't do thick foundation, and I'm just doing the exact same makeup that I had yesterday. So it's just a bit of moisturiser and a little drop of foundation, that much, as I showed you yesterday. And then because I'm fancy, I just get an ear stick, mix it all together. I used to just like rub it in my hands and then rub that on my face, but I use a brush now. That's about as fancy as I get. So I use a foundation brush. That's my foundation. And I just brush it on. And this brush is so nice, it just goes on beautifully. Now, because I know I'm not a fancy makeup person, and I'm making this video anyway because I've been asked to, and I've always said that I will make any video that people ask as long as I'm able to. I'm really quite nervous about making this video. And those of you who've been with me for a while, like through all my surgeries and weight loss, you'll know that I've gotten my gear off on camera, that I've been completely naked on camera, and that doesn't bother me. I'm not nervous at all when I do that. The only nerves I have, and I'm bring it down here a bit as well. The only time I have any real sort of nerves making those videos is if I'm doing one where I might flash a bit of pubes or something by accident, and I'm trying to not do that. That's the only time I get nervous at this. Because I'm not a pro at doing makeup. I'm only a pro at getting naked. What does that say about me? So I'll put the foundation, like moisturiser foundation over my eyes as well, right up to the lash line. And so I very often do get it in my eyes, and it fucking burns. That's the price we pay for wearing makeup, and in my case, being kamikaze about it. That's me. Right, so now I'll go over all the products I'm going to use. Some of them are actually quite fancy for me. Oh, there's my glasses. Now, as I showed yesterday, that's my Mario Badescu. I always call it Badescu, but it's Badescu. Mario Badescu Glycolic Eye Cream. You can get that at Mecca. That's really nice. My Olay moisturiser, it's just a normal light day moisturiser. And today's foundation is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. That one for me is a bit more of an expensive foundation. What else have I got? I've got this, it's a Models Prefer Hollow Glow Powder Highlighter. That's not actually mine. My daughter's lent that to me. I quite like it. That's my highlighting, and when you see me do it, you'll see it's not fancy. This one, I only use this one. It's a Revolution blush. Is it a blush? Oh, no. Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit, but I just use the pinky one as blush, and that is a cheap as shit thing from Woolies. I think that was about $7. I will be using only one eyeshadow from this Jaclyn Hill palette that's from Mecca that my daughter got for me for a surprise present for no reason at all. How beautiful is this? It's absolutely gorgeous, but I won't be using any, I'll only be using this black down here as a eyeliner, because all of those, even the brownish ones, they've all got a real pink pigment in them, and they're very, very, very heavily pigmented. And they show up really badly on camera. It just makes me look like I've been punched in the face. I use, this is the extent of my contouring. This is how fancy I get with my contouring. I don't even use contour stuff. I use a range of pressed powders. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte. I use a light one. That one's Pink Blossom. And then a medium one that's called Amber. And then a dark one that's called Caramel, and I'll show you what I do with those as I put my makeup on later. It's nothing fancy. I use this W7 multicolour bronzer, but I don't use it as a bronzer, I use it as an eyeshadow. And they, you know, we used to, back in the olden days before COVID, we had those makeup stalls like in the middle of shopping centres. That's where I get these from, and I have a stash of them in my cupboard because I love them so much. I think they're about $7. They might not even be that much. Really love those. This is my favourite piece of makeup ever, and I've got a stash of, I hope I've still got a stash of these, because if I can't buy these again, there's going to be tears. Look at that. Can you see that? That's glitter. Fucking love glitter. And it's just a BYS, cost me $5. I love that. All the brushes I use, I've got some Expert face brush. I don't know who makes them, but apparently they're sort of like expensive-ish, not like crazy expensive, but more expensive than I would pay. My daughter bought me a range, so there's like one I use for eyeliner and blending and putting on. I tend to not use the brushes for what they're meant for. I just use them for what works best for me. And that's, I don't know, I got it from Priceline. I use that for the highlighting and the contouring and the blush, all for the same stuff. I don't even remember where this one came from, but it's just one of those little wedgy ones that's fine that I do under my eyes with. And this is an old Nutrimedics brush that I've had for about 30 years. It's absolutely mangled, but I just use that one for glitter. This is just dedicated to glitter. And then I've got, I don't know, it's probably a manicure or something, eyelash curler, a lash brush, just one of those spoolies. I get them every time I get my lashes done, I collect them. Best mascaras in the world are Maybelline, just your standard green lid, or your black lid. This one is actually a waterproof one, which I bought by accident because I hate waterproof mascara, but I wasn't going to just throw it out. So I use this on my lower lashes because you can't use waterproof mascara on lash extensions. I don't have lash extensions at the moment, but I still prefer this non-waterproof one for my top lashes. And I do have I think it's a Maybelline as well, one of those filament lengthening mascaras, but that's only for special. And today's not special, I'm just going for a walk. And I've got a lip gloss. I am mad on lip glosses and lipsticks, but this is my favourite at the moment. It's just models prefer lip glaze, actually, and I like it. You see it's sparkly. I am all about the glitter. So my foundation has set on my face. I find if I then powder too soon, it just goes all yucky. So I'm going to use the lightest powder first, and that's just, it looks mangy because I use the same brush with the dark ones and it just transfers. So I just give that a light brush all over. I don't like shiny, but I have to use a foundation for oily skin, otherwise it just cakes on my skin. So then I use that and then bring down the shininess with powder. Works for me because I'm not fancy. Then I go in with the medium one, just on the cheekbone and around the brow. Now, it's probably not going to look as dark with this lighting. It tends to take down the colour a bit, and I don't like heavy makeup, so that is enough for me. I'm really just putting back the colour that the foundation flattens out my skin tone. And then that's the darker one that I put under my cheekbones, and then up the side a bit. That's a technical term for it. And in under my jawline a little bit, just to give that definition. And then give that a good brush off to get all the dark stuff off. Now that's the colours in that palette. I'm just going to go with, I don't know, that one today. I just switch between them. And just on the top, just sort of like around my eye bones, I guess. Just a little bit. I do like it though because it's very shimmery, which runs really close to glitter, so that works for me. And then the blush. So just that pinky one. I forgot which face to make for blush. Just on the, what do they call it? The apples of your cheeks, balls of your cheeks. And this one's quite pigmented. And it could be argued that I don't even really need to do that proper makeup because I'm going out for a walk and I'm going to be wearing a mask anyway. That's my fancy blending. That's it. Then, with my little W7 bronzer, I use this one that's got the hole in it at the top because that's a nice sort of a medium brown. I don't like to go too dark under my eyes. And I just do, just under my lashes, not all the way across, Just gives it that little, I don't even know, it just does something. Probably saw it in someone else's fancy makeup tutorial, gave it a go, liked it. And then I will do my eyeliner, which isn't really eyeliner, it's just black eyeshadow. Now, because this is so pigmented, I literally just roll the brush over it. I am learning through my daughter that it's worth it to pay the good money for decent eyeshadows. Now I just run it across the top of my lashes, and I'm not going to do any fancy wings. Try to do it thinner as I get into the corner there. But I'm not real good at, and this is why I use the powder, because it's a lot more forgiving than using an actual, like a liquid liner. And I don't like to use a pencil because it drags on my skin. And my skin's already falling down. I'm going to go in and... Now, if I weren't making a video, this would take me a lot longer because I'd be a lot more fussy over it. But you don't want to sit here for 10 minutes just watching me do eyeliner. And I can't be asked figuring out how to actually edit videos at the moment. And then I just blot it across. I don't like smudge it up, I just blot it across. Then get my bronzer again with my long floppy brush. That's the technical term for it. Now when I use this, I just run it over, just over the whole lot. And I give it a little sweep under my eyes. Again, I don't know why, saw it somewhere, liked it. And then I just sweep it over my lid from the lashes all the way up to my brow. Oh, I need to pluck that out. They grow overnight. And for some reason this eye always needs a bit more, and that drives me crazy. Now also, see that white one right in the middle? Because I'm fancy, I just use that white one just underneath my eyebrows. That's my fancy highlighting. That's it. And then just give it a little blend in. Don't need to go blending anything there, because when I put the eyeshadow over the black eyeshadow, that blends it. I'm happy with that. I'm not that bloody fancy. Then I think we're ready for mascara. I'm not normally this quick with my makeup because I fucking hate doing it, so I do a little bit and then do something else, do a little bit, do something else. Now, as I said, I don't paint my brows on. I'm lucky to have nice thick brows. Haven't given them a proper pluck for a while, but they're in okay nick. So all I do, if I'm having a big night out, I'll fill in the gaps because I've got some grey eyebrows now. And I do dye them every now and then, which maintains them. But I just brush them out. That's it. My brows are done. I don't need to fucking paint them on. And I'll brush out my lashes because they, believe it or not, they get tangled up. So this just makes the mascara go on a bit better. I just realised I forgot my liner. Give me 2 seconds. Now, I do my lower lashes first. I can never get this one open. I don't know why it's so stuck. So this is the waterproof. Now, I'm a wiggler onto the lower lashes because it makes them look thicker. And my lower lashes are really They're a bit wild and woolly. They just do what they want, and they clump, and they go in weird directions. And again, if I wasn't making a video, I would spend a lot longer doing these bloody lashes. They drive me insane. See, what's that shit? This eye looks great. This eye looks like I haven't put anything on it. This is the bane of my life, fucking mascara. And my top lashes are just as bad, which is why I get my lash extensions. And trust me, if I could get lash extensions on my bottom lashes, I would be all over that. So that will do for my lower lashes for the sake of keeping this video under an hour. I'll just curl my lashes because apparently my lash girl tells me that I've got a lot of lashes, but they stick straight out and they're kind of stumpy, very uneven. Now you'll see when I do my top lashes, I don't put mascara all the way across, and I'm doing that because the lashes on my inner corners they're just shit. So if I try to put mascara on them, I just end up fighting with my face, and I can't be arsed doing that. So my face wins, my lashes win. I only put mascara on the good ones. So probably only from about halfway out, which gives me a kind of a winged look anyway. And it just makes my life, see? Clump together. Do you see why I hate putting makeup on? And I'm not doing lipstick today, I'm just doing gloss. You want to see the shit that goes down if I try to do lipstick. Because I've got a lot of scarring all around my mouth from cold sores when I was younger. And of course these lashes all got burnt off about 25 years ago, and they never grew back properly, so that's why I put more mascara on this side than the other side, because I have to. And then, because I'm blind even with my magnifying mirror, and I always get mascara everywhere it's not meant to be. And then, again, because I'm fancy, I just get my light powder and my blending brush and just go over where I put lick on my face to get rid of the mascara. Because I'm not going to go and redo all the frickin' everything to fix it. Then, my favourite bit, the glitter. Now, I'll only put a little bit of glitter today. Just in that middle bit there, just a little bit. I'm not going to go full drag queen makeup today, although that is my favourite kind of makeup. It just takes too long if I do that. And the glitter's quite subtle, but it just gives it a nice little, like when I blink, you just get that little shimmer, which I like. And this is a Maybelline Line Express eyeliner. It's black, and I just put that in the lash line on the in the rim lash line on the inside of my eye from around about where my mascara starts, so I don't go all the way across. So I probably just past my pupil. And it just gives a bit of depth to, hang on, I can't talk. Just gives a bit of depth to the base of my eyelashes and makes them look a little bit thicker without going that full Kylie Mole, Kylie Mole black liner everywhere look. And I just clean it up on the bottom. That's it, that's my eyes done. little bit of lip glaze to be fancy, which comes out really pale on video, but it actually looks nice. Just gives me a nice shimmer, and I like that. And I like that it's a pale one, so that I don't have to worry about lining my lips and having them look all uneven and shit. So that's it. And that's it. My hair's done. I'm done. I feel pretty, I think. Yeah, I feel pretty today. So I'm going to take my face out for a walk at the beach. And I hope this... I apologise for not being fancy with my makeup. I hope you weren't hoping for anything fancy. This is just how to do makeup when you don't know how to do makeup.